This is Shane Lerman from SHCTV. Today I'm very lucky to be joined once again here in Sheffield by Nigel Travis. Nigel, how are you doing today?
Very well, thank you. Very, very good.
Nice. Obviously we're here, Dave Allen, Arslanbek, Makhmudov. What do you sort of make of the fight?
I think it's a tough fight, very hard. It's the most difficult fight you could possibly have chosen out of the opponents he was asked or he was sent to, and it's difficult but winnable, and one that we believe you'll see the best version of Dave Allen, and I believe that this is probably the best version of Dave Allen that's in his existence boxing wise.
When the name Makhmudov kind of got put forward, what was your sort of initial reaction?
Oh shit! Just because he's such a big puncher, but he is exactly what you would expect him. So big, very tough, Russian, but also questionable. So it's not an insurmountable problem for it, because I think Dave can be devastating, and I believe will be devastating on Saturday evening. So we back our man without a shadow of a doubt, and I think that, as I said before, you'll see the best version of him, because he's done everything asked of him whilst training. So hopefully you'll see the results come fight night.
Last time we spoke was March, I believe. A couple of months later, obviously, Dave got the win over Johnny Fisher. How did you sort of evaluate his performance on that night?
Yeah, brilliant. You know, it's easy to analyse it and try and dissect it, but he was just phenomenal. Now, Johnny, he's a novice, so it's okay being great against a novice. It's a different level. So Makhmudov's obviously different. It's a different problem in front of you, a tougher problem, but same intricacies, same problems. So the fact, the size, strength of the shot. But I think that what you'll have in the Russian is similar to what you had in Johnny Fisher, but just a better version of it, I believe.
Before the fight was sort of put forward, how much did you sort of see of Makhmudov, and what sort of fight are you expecting on Saturday night?
Listen, that's obviously just from a distance, really, from a great distance. Obviously, saw Caballero box him and saw him against Takam, and then when you've looked into the things, the blueprint is whatever Caballero does. But Caballero is a fantastic fighter, so it's okay saying I want to do what Caballero does. I want to do what Sugar Ray Leonard does. I can't do it, so that's the difference. It's okay visioning it, and running it over in your mind. But if you can't do it, you can't do it. But so you've given him, so he's given him the blueprint. I even believe Takam, the way Takam performed against him, got knocked over twice. One of them was just a not a slip, but it was the angle of it. He was winning the fight. He was winning the round, and then got knocked over, and he only lost by 2 points. So could have been a draw, but again, regardless, the result is the result, and he's the only person who's ever taken in the distance. So and Dave is poised to be that problem that I believe that Makhmudov will have, and he's just got to do his job. Simple as that.
When you sort of look at camp with Dave, what's been the biggest differences, with Dave from this fight to, say, for the first Fisher fight?
It's just the first Fisher fight. He came not on a whim. Obviously, we trained with Dave for 5 years, and when we first started with him, the fight that they were training for, the Lovejoy fight, didn't happen. It was in COVID, and Dave said, "That's it, I'm done." So we went away, and then he came back to us. He had a few tick-over fights up here in Doncaster and Sheffield and Barnsley and surrounding areas, and then he said, and then he was offered the Johnny Fisher fight. Johnny Fisher won. So when we were offered that fight, or when he was offered that fight, he asked if he would come back, and we said, yeah, of course. But you have to do it properly, and he did. And I think you saw the results in that, and Johnny Fisher won. and regardless of the result, regardless of the controversy, Johnny Fisher too, he gave it wholeheartedly, and he's continued to do. So he's never gone away from the gym since Johnny Fisher won. So that's a blessing, and that's why he is, I believe, in the best condition of his life. And you'll see that on Saturday evening. So it's just the discipline that he's and the commitment, and that's where we are now. And again, I think people are seeing, just by the media coverage now, everyone can see how well he looks, and so it's okay looking well, on the scale, looking well in the press conference. It's going to look well on Saturday night in the ring, and then we'll find out, if we've done our job properly.
Definitely. Well, Nigel, last one for me. Is there anything you want to promote? Anything you want to say just while we're here?
No, I'm just it's phenomenal. The day's top of the bill in Sheffield. It's where he really started everything for him. He's and he deserves this credit, and hopefully he sold the venue out so he can. This is his time. So he's got to, as I've just said there, do his job, and we believe that when he does his job, you'll see the results in a positive way.
Definitely. Nigel, thank you very much for your time as always. Really appreciate it. Cheers.